Welcome to the home ground of Imo Striker Queens FC, a fast rising promising female soccer team situated in the heart of Imo State, Owerri, the state capital, southeastern part of the country. Today, we're here to tell you more about this team. We will be taking you through the background and history of the club, Imo Striker Queens FC. The CEO of the team, Prince Chidi, is our guide on this. Welcome along.
My name is Prince Chidi Chinedu. Well, when you talk about Imo Striker Queens, the name there, Strike, we have a family company called it's a security company, Strike Security and Multi Solutions Limited. So we put the name there, Striker. That is Imo Striker Queens, and the team is in Imo State, and we make it Imo Striker Queens FC. Yeah, we used to have a male team then, a few years back, and called the SS Strike FC. But I will have some girls around the community that knows how to play from there. You know, I set a community cup which some girls played, and I saw a lot of talents. So I decided to bring them together to make up a team. And finally, that is how we started. And we started to go more deep by hosting secondary school games. So during the secondary school games, you know, we now scouted some girls and decided to start up with them together. So that is the origin of Imo Striker Queens. Well, how do I say it? I would say when we started, it's not all that difficult, but the more the team grows, the more difficult it becomes. Yeah, you know, we started, girls, they used to come from their various homes. And with time, we decided to, you know, make it bigger. We have to enroll players from different states, you know. We rented a camp for them, but because of one or two things, and we decided to close down the camp and bring them to our home, where the players stay together with the family. Well, I would say it's true talking, you know, advice. You know, here we have players from different states, different culture, different languages. So it's not really easy. But, you know, if they come to the team, we started talking to them, started encouraging them, you know, letting them to know that for the fact they are in the same team, they are sisters. They are sisters. So gradually they'll get used to the environment, used to the fellow players, you know. That is how it is. Well, like people used to say that Soccer Queens is our first outing. No, our first outing is U17 Noah Cup, Abuja. That was 3 years ago, and you know, we got the bronze in that tournament. That should be our first tournament as a team. So, and that's our first tournament as a team. But before then, we represented the states in youth games in Kwara. So our official tournament, first tournament, is Noah Cup, Abuja, where we got bronze. This is Soccer Queens. This Soccer Queens Median Cup was hosted in Lokoja. That should be last 2 years. Yes, and we lifted the trophy. It's not an easy one. We met a team like Kaduna Queens, Royal Toms, Fortress Ladies of Benin. Yes. And at the end of the day, God gave us the trophy. Yes, after Soccer Queens, our team went to Delta Festival to represent the states, and we lifted the gold. We played finals with Lagos team. Yeah. So after that comes the Chejina. Ifeanyi Chejina Medium Cup. That's this one. Yeah. Though this is youth games. This gold medal. And Ifeanyi Chejina, we got second position. Yeah, we got second position from that outing. Year that followed, then that was Cefa Cup. Cefa Cup, where is it? Okay. Churros Cup. We won the Churros Cup, hosted by Niger Raiders, and we played finals with Danas, and we won the trophy in Abuja. The first one, although the trophy is not here, is a Cefa Cup, first edition, hosted here in Owerri. We played finals with Atlant, and we got second, the silver medal. And the fourth one, I think, is Ifeanyi Chejina. Ifeanyi Chejina. That should be this. We won the gold in Asaba. We played finals with Giant Empress of Aba, and we won them. We got the gold medal. Then the other one is Noah Cup, Enugu State. Youth Fund. We represented Imo State. And we won the gold medal. This is the last one. Oka 2024. Yeah, we won the gold medal. Quite alright. I think number one problem we used to have is mobility. I can remember our team traveling to Lokoja for Soccer Queens. Because of mobility, in order to make it cheaper, the girls have to take the vehicle from the bus from here to Onitsha Head Bridge, and they have to trek from the head bridge to the other side of the bridge, to enter Asaba, in order for them to enter bus cheaper to Lokoja. So, a lot of stress going around, begging the state team, the state commission to give us a bus, So I think it's not convenient. So I decided to say, whatever it takes, I have to get mobility for the team. Well, I would say that, the more we prepare, other teams are preparing too. But, when I see the way the girls prepared, I'm 100% sure that, in fact, I would say we are prepared to take the ticket. If not, what happened, which I would say I'm disappointed, but I will only say God knows the best. We could have been here with our own ticket to Premier League, but we believe that everything happens for a reason. Yeah, so I leave everything for God. Well, I will not say that I'm excited, because in the other way around, I see that ticket belongs to Imo Striker. You know. And meanwhile, me personally, I think football is a game of love. You know, when you see the round object, it's the true definition of football is love. For example, inside the pitch, I will tackle you, and at the end of the day, I can help you stand up. At the end of the day, I will tell you sorry. After the game, we join hands together, we can pray, we can exchange jersey, we can hug each other. You know, it's a game of love. Football can unite a lot of people. Football can make all different tribes to come together as one body. But I don't think football you know, I don't think it's a nice place to play politics. You understand? But that is the way and the administration will find ourselves into. So we have to accept it with faith. Yes, I think when you talk about how we handle it, we are the management of the team. We own the player. We decide what to do with the player. And we know what is good for the player. So many clubs will come for the player, but we also, the player also have a decision to make. You know, when a player wants to go to a particular club, if you think that club is good for the player, I think you should allow the player to go. So since we did not qualify, the management have decided to loan out some players who are due enough to play in the Premier League. Well, you know, you can't compare the excitement with other teams that passed in years, that have been in existence, that have players in the national team several times, you know. So it's our first time. Of course, we have to be happy. Whenever we watch them play, we are happy. And we drive joy, praying for them every day to make it. At least that alone will motivate other players to do better. We expect them to do better. Like we used to tell them, they're not going there only to represent Nigeria. They are going there to represent their team too. Because it's a great thing if they do well, and when out there they will say, so player is from so team, and so player is from so country. So I always encourage them, I always advise them to work hard. Yeah, it depends. Like I said before, I want something good for my players. I want something good for my players. So if something good comes for them, I'm going to be the last person to say no to it. But if the offer is not good, definitely they will not go. Well, we have Imo Striker Queens feeder team, and we're expecting them to play in the next nationwide league, third division. You know, the reason we established Imo Striker Queens feeders is because I'm looking at 4 to 5 years time. I want Imo Striker Queens to still have the best players in the next 4 to 5 years time. So that's why we decided to build them from grassroots. I don't want in a way I will pick player from somewhere, someone will come and tell me this is my player, I thought this guy had to play football. No, we started the feeder team from grass. Most of them are still in secondary school. Most of them are still in secondary school, and few of them took WAEC this year. So because I'm looking at future, 5 years time, 4 years time, who will be there to keep the Imo Striker Queens winning? They are the ones to do it. Football is a process. You don't just go to your room and you rest, you keep quiet, and the next, when you must have sell all your players, and you started looking for a place to scout a good player again and started begging someone for player. But we look at it in a way that if players are going out, players and the players will be graduating from the feeders to the senior team. Yeah, and we'll keep on doing it. You know, when you go into remote areas to get players, it's either you find some of them in the primary school or secondary school. And in order for you to keep them going, for their parents to release the player to you, you need to take care of their school. And the worst thing you can do is to stop those players from going to school, you know. So you have to enroll them to a new secondary school. You have to take care of them, make sure they finish their secondary school. At least, I can't tell you that I have sponsored any player to university level. You understand? But a lot of them, we have taken care of their high school, senior high school, or junior high school, even from primary school. You understand? We take care of them. Yeah. And most of them finish their secondary school this year, and some will finish next year, and some are still in primary school. Well, it's not an easy one. I can remember traveling from here to a village in Akwa Ibom State, you know, to get some players. They will ask you a lot of questions. They will, you know, ask you a lot of things. You have to convince them, letting them to know the benefit to allow their kid to do what they want to do. You know, like some families, you go, they have to call almost the whole villagers. You will buy drink, you will buy hot, they will start as if you want to go and marry. But at the end of the day, to God be the glory. The problem is not the things you spend to get the players. The problem is, let the players know the reason why they are here. Yes, you know, like I said, it's a game of patience, and it's a process. It's a process. It's a very difficult one. When we go there, we'll see them, they are doing well. They are doing well. And you say, this one is gonna learn. And when you bring them, you even spend money, you register them in school. Some of them will stay like 1 month. They'll find out that the training, they cannot even be able to do it. Some of them will tell you, I want to go. And you have to allow them to go after spending all those months. So when you bring like 5 players, maybe you will only see 2 or 3 that will be able to stay. Yes, and some of them are coping. And not only bringing them, some used to come by themselves. Some their parents used to bring them. But at the end of the day, we normally undergo screening. After a while, like 6 months, we undergo screening, and those of them that are not doing well, we have to ask them to go, have to take them home. Yeah. Well, like, you know, without fans, we cannot keep going. You know, like this championship we went to, I never knew that our fans are huge. You know, when something happened between the referee, you know, that officiated our match against Pelican, I saw a lot of posts even before the end of the match. The videos have started going viral. You know, a lot of people started calling me, a lot of people started sending messages on social media. You know, I say, they were all around us, supporting us massively. I really appreciate them. Those who support us through Facebook, Imo Striker Queens Facebook, and the Women Football World, which is a platform that projects women football, and especially Imo Striker Queens. Yeah, so I will say people to make sure they follow us on Women Football World, both YouTube and the Facebook platform, in order to get more updates about Imo Striker Queens. So I really appreciate